Hello, everyone. My name is Dorothy Briggs, and I'm with 10 TV, the Entrepreneur Network, and I'm here with Jacqueline St. Amand from Gem Gallery Jewelers. So I got to ask you some questions, Jacqueline. What are some of the signs you're dealing with a good, knowledgeable jeweler? What are the signs?
So first off, we all do our due diligence. You look online and see the reviews and make sure that, there's some good word of mouth there. Have they been in business for a long while?
Right.
But when you walk through the door, do they offer to clean and check your jewelry complimentary with a loop? So let's say you've got your ring. Do they take it? Do they loop it and look at the condition of the claws? And that's all service that should be done complimentary.
Right.
And anytime they're selling you something, they should give you sort of a care guide, whether it's verbal or written. So how do I take care of my jewelry? Mm-hmm. Do they offer a complimentary appraisal? Do you see a goldsmith at the bench? Because not everywhere has a goldsmith.
You have a goldsmith?
Goldsmith, a gemologist, an appraiser. We're full service stores. So.
That's amazing. Well, that's great. So what is some maintenance anyone can do at home with their jewelry? What would you suggest?
So the safest is always warm soapy water with a very, very soft brush.
Okay.
Some people will use all sorts of different products they find around home, but some of those products can actually damage or scratch the jewelry.
Right.
So that's first and foremost. Second, again, back to the ring as an example, you can feel the top of it, and if you feel bumps holding your stone, that's a good thing. That's what we call the claws. And that's what holds the stone in place.
Right.
So if it's starting to feel smooth, then there's not a lot of material there holding your stone, whatever it is, and it may fall out.
Well, that makes a lot of sense.
And take your stuff off at night.
Oh, really?
Because eventually the rings will constrict blood flow in the fingers when they get too tight.
Oh, wow.
And the claws can catch when you toss and turn, so you could actually lose your stones if you're wearing your rings at night.
Right.
And if you're wearing chains, it is a bit of a choking hazard.
Right.
And it can also break while you toss and turn. So you want to prolong the life of it. Take your jewelry off when you go to bed and anytime you're doing house cleaning or gardening. And just feel for those little speed bumps on your stones.
Oh, that's really great advice. Thank you so much. So why should we get an appraisal on our jewelry?
How do I know what you have? How does your insurance agent know what you have?
Good advice.
You get broken into, and then they have to take your word for what you have.
And they won't.
And they won't.
No.
Because if they did, everyone would have platinum jewelry in the crown jewels. So what do? They go to the lowest common denominator.
Right.
So think of those $199 specials that you see everywhere on TV and on the radio.
Right.
That's what they will presume or that you have or reimburse you for.
Right.
So if you've got something nicer than that, get your appraisals done with photograph. And it should have the gold value at the day as well as the dollar value and be done by a graduate gemologist and certified appraiser.
Well, you know what? You've given us so much information today. Thank you so much, Jacqueline. Really appreciate you being here. We're going to sign off and you can get Jacqueline's information at the end of this video. You should call her. I've used her a lot and she made me a necklace, and if you want to see it, I'll show you. It's pretty incredible. She does great work. So thank you for being here, Jacqueline.
Thank you, Dorothy.